Ah, hello there. I didn't expect to see you there in this new lighting with an orange shirt. I know. Don't look at this side of the screen. Don't look back there. Don't look back there. You don't look back there. You don't look back there, okay? I don't know why I'm trying to do this, but hello everyone. My name is Ian, and welcome back to Year in a Day, my Arthurian quest to better myself and right the wrongs of my tragic backstory. My tragedy. I got to sing it poorly, so I got to remember it poorly so that the YouTube copyright systems don't get me. You might not know this, but I actually do sing pretty well. Sometimes. Anyway. Today was a day like any other, except when I was driving on my way to work. You know how it is. I got a sinking feeling in my stomach. And I don't know why. A bundle of nerves, an anxiety attack, I couldn't tell you. It thankfully went away after a few hours, but it was a bit stressful. And it wasn't helped by the fact that due to issues with still not having any tags at work, we're running out of things to do. And so I need something to do with my hands, either move them around or just, work on something. And because we had no work to do, I had nothing to do with my hands. I had nothing to do with my hands. Thankfully, we did get a few drop-ins come in, so had some stuff to do. And then also, I was working on trying to figure out size conversions. Have you ever thought about the fact that the entire world has different sizes for clothing? It's not all one system. No, it's not extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, and so on. No, it wouldn't be so simple as that. No, see, in the UK, all their numbers are one number below our numbers for child sizes, and child sizes have their own number system, which is different to the European system because they have two systems. One that's just whole numbers that go from 80 to 150, and one that's like actual centimeters. But then there's also the Asian system, where a lot of the made in China stuff comes from, and all their sizes are so much smaller than our sizes. Like, scratch that, reverse it. Our sizes, their sizes are a lot larger than our sizes. So their large is our medium. Was that at the first time? I don't know. But they're large. Their large is our medium, and their extra large is our large. It's nutty. I'm telling you this. It's nutty. And I know I'm wearing orange, and I'm talking like a crazy person, but you gotta believe me. And I'm wearing orange, I'm talking like a crazy person. I'm trapped in a prison for 24 hours. I'm going crazy. Maybe that image will get picked for the thumbnail. Ooh, the thumbnail. Nose is still out of whack. And sorry for the jittery thing. I'm holding you close to me. That's weird. Why did I say that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. How are you doing? I hope, things are going well, and if they're not, I hope they get better, because it's important that things get better, because if they didn't, then people would do some crazy things. Like, let's hope if the economy gets better, let's hope the elections get better. Why am I getting into politics, man? The economy, and I'll start talking about religion. I had a discussion. Well, I didn't really have a discussion. I don't know what to call it with my parents, or just rehashing over this idea that things keep happening and I don't know about it. It was like, yeah, we talk about it all the time. And like, at dinner, it's like, I'm not there for that, yeah. And they're like, yeah, because you're always wearing headphones, or you go sleep, or you sleep late. I'm like, so I'm not there. Oh, I didn't say it. But I'm like, so I'm not there. You're still not telling me these things. And it's getting left out of the loop a lot. And then you're just getting surprised with just going to random places, or something like that. Like a plan. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I am on this a lot, but this keeps me, somewhat informed about what's going on in the day, what's going on in the zeitgeist, and it's got all my shows and my entertainment on here. It's really quite nifty. And I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it. I don't think I am. I can go a while without using this thing, but it's nice to use this thing. What can I say? I am a child of the internet age. As I was doing more research into, it wasn't research specifically for the Space War project, but I was looking into a specific part of video game history regarding the Magnavox lawsuits. So essentially what it was is Pong and its many various clones wasn't really an original idea. Nolan Bushnell saw the demo of it in 71, I believe. Ralph Baer was hosting the demo. Nolan Bushnell saw it. He signed the guest book, which, spoiler, gets brought up in the case later, and takes the idea to his programmer, Atari employee number 3, Al Alcorn. And it's like, hey, he lies, actually. He's like, hey, we got this contract from General Electric. We want you to make this game. And it was really a test to see, hey, can this guy, actually make games? Well, turns out he makes one of the most important video games of all time. Slime time. Remember Scooby-Doo and the 13 Ghosts? That was a good show. Anyway, back to the Magnavox lawsuit. So, Ralph Baer and Magnavox, and by extension, I think Sanders Associates, sue Atari and many of the other game companies, video game companies, arcade machine companies at the time, for patent infringement regarding specifically the way the systems can connect through the screen, and then also, you know, the idea of Pong itself. Oh, sorry about that. Thankfully, you know, as we've gone further on, we've come to the ruling that you can't copyright game mechanics. I don't think. You can still copyright, you can still patent some systems, like the Nemesis system, and of course there's now this most recent debacle with Nintendo and Game Freak suing Pocket Creatures Inc., Pocket Inc., the people who make Power World. They're doing a patent infringement, not a copyright infringement, a patent infringement on the concept of catching creatures with balls, capture devices. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, Magmox ends up making a ton of money off licensing fees, but of course both end up getting bought out by greater conglomerates, which kind of sucks. Anyway, so as I was delving into that, I remembered another piece of interesting info that I learned while looking more into Nolan Bushnell, because Nolan Bushnell is, you know, in some part a big part of the spaceport project. And so looking into him and his legacy, there was this whole thing in 2018 with the Games Developer Conference where he was supposed to get the Pioneer Award. But people, this was during the Me Too movement, and it stops now. No, Time's Up. I think Time's Up is the right one. The Me Too movement, and some gaming industry figures brought up, hey, you know, we've got some of these stories from Atari's heyday about how is this very much like a frat house type environment. They named the prototype for Pong after the secretary. They had the arcade cabinet gotcha. They had this the hot tub where they they did meetings in. It was very interesting, but then there was this counter argument brought up by former Atari employees, female Atari employees specifically, and also historians regarding that time period of Atari's history. They brought up like, hey, we actually felt really empowered in that time period. We held position to power. It was very much there was a lot of back and forth, and yes, there were instances where people felt comfortable. There was sexual innuendos. There was stuff happening, but it was very much not as bad. From their words, it was not as bad as these gaming figures, industry figures from 2018 were trying to portray. And it opened up this so the gaming to make the long story short, too late. The GDC, about 18 hours after announcing that they give this award, rescind the award, and Nolan Bushnell's like, hey, this is good. We can focus on honoring proper figure in the industries. If I did anything wrong, I'm sorry for my actions. I'm paraphrasing. He put it more elegantly. But it was very interesting to see who issued the reaction at first and the sort of the back push it got. Looking deeper into it, I could feel myself like kind of poking at the edges of Gamergate, I think. Of course, I wasn't, I don't think I was aware of much gaming culture, gaming history, gaming anything when Gamergate was a thing. When Gamergate was going on, I think I was still watching the Yogscast. You know, Sky does Minecraft before he won. You know, Team Crafted does stuff like that. I was focused on Minecraft. But it's a serious topic to discuss. Not only in sort of, well, it's two different topics. One, how we treat the past and its legacy, and the figures of the past and their legacies, and what we can do now in the present to promote a better future. And we've come a long way. It's the amount of people getting into games is staggering, and a wide variety of people getting into games, like like games like Celeste, Among Us, Lethal Company. I hate that those are the three examples that I can come up with, but they're each made in part by a sort of minority group. And that's great. That is fantastic. More people, anyone should have the ability and the right to make art, and video games are art. I think. I'm pretty sure. No, yes, video games are art, but they can also be entertainment with the purpose of interaction, because that's what separates the movies from the video games. It's the interaction, the actual physical interaction. Anyway, I think, oh, by the way, the reason why we're in this locale is because I was tasked with, to make sure my sister came home on time. She hasn't come back yet, but she'll be here soon. So I think we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Ian. This has been a year and a day number. Bam, da, ba, 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 ba. 34. Uh-oh. We don't talk about that rule. We don't talk about that rule. We don't talk about that rule. Take care on your quest, and good night.